I wanted to discuss, I suppose there's lots of benefits. What have been some of the challenges with flexible work from both, I suppose from both your side and even the employer side that you've found?
I think flexibility, there needs to be clear communication from the outset. I think both parties need to understand, how it's best going to work, and not leave anything unsaid, because if you go into it with just assumptions or preconceived ideas, then it can sometimes set it up on the wrong footing. So I think that the most important thing is to have boundaries around it. I've seen people, and I think, I've been guilty of it myself, working part-time, but being so hell-bent on proving to everyone that, I'm not slouching, I'm not slacking off at all, and so therefore I've got to, be online. As soon as I put the kids to bed, I'm still on emails really late at night. I'm not alone there, I know that. But there's a point where you've got to say, well, actually, I'm actually being paid for part-time. My benefits are accruing at a part-time basis. You've got to be disciplined yourself, and you've got to put some boundaries around it. But having said that, there's got to be, I think, some give and take on both sides to this for it to work effectively. Sometimes there is that call you've just got to make. It doesn't neatly fit into the maybe a box, and I think the give and take is important. I think you've just got to know when it's there's a level of discomfort about when the boundaries are blurring. So I think as long as I hate to use the word trust without there being, because that can sometimes feel a bit nebulous, but I think you've got, as long as, there's outcomes that you're delivering to, there's the discussion, people aren't assuming. For example, I've seen offices close down and assumptions made about where people can work, and do they have the facilities to work from certain places. Do they have the facilities to work in a particular place? Do they have the laptop? Do they have the chair? All of those things you might take for granted. Even I've seen it globally, offshore. So certain countries don't have the same space that maybe we might have here, but even here, some people are renting, some people don't have the same place, that others who might have their own home do. And, I think don't make judgments, don't assume, have the conversation. And the other important thing about flexibility is don't presume that someone's reason is more valid than someone else's. Yeah. And don't presume that flexibility is only the domain for working families or parents. There can be people with caring responsibilities that are at the other end. There may be valid reasons why someone needs to travel overseas to look after or to attend a wedding that's important to them. Or, I knew somebody who was competing or had aspirations to compete in the Olympic Games and had a rigorous training schedule, and they worked their hours around it. There's all vast reasons for people. I've got friends who don't have children but have, a sick dog, and that dog was having cancer treatment. Our families come in all shapes and sizes these days, and I think we need to be really alive to that, and just keep an open mind about and listen to why and what flexibility means to someone. It's the most desired. There are a lot of studies. Gallup's recent studies, it's the most desired perk, if you want to still call it a perk, for people.